Something to Talk About with Dr. Fite, Briana Marrae, and Ell Ellis. A weekly roundup of current events and what's happening in our world.
chat on a rainy Monday. It's not rainy Monday. Why you trying to say? I didn't say that AI. You trying to say that's what I said? I didn't say that.
Yes.
I did not say that. What else is better?
Video. We're going to Dr. Fite's Monday.
Okay.
Great day, ladies and gentlemen. Journey with me, if you will, to Exodus chapter number 3, verse number 2. And it declares, "And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed." Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful thing about this is that when temperature rises in your life, it is designed to burn you. And even with this vegetation in the passage, it's designed when it catches on fire to go from green to brown and from brown to black to eventually withering away. In other words, the bush was burned, but it didn't burn out. And many of us can testify that we deal with burnout a lot. I mean, we're burned out of patience, burned out of joy, burned out of love, burned out of peace, burned out of hope. And you can just testify, I'm burned out. But how was this bush on fire but didn't burn out? Well, you have to look at the origins of the fire. In other words, who started the fire? God started this fire, and he knew that when he started fire in your life, you could take the heat. That you got to realize that you are protected by the one who started the fire. And that's why you can't give up and give in while it gets hot, is because when God starts fire, he sustains you through the fire that you have to go through. This is why you feel tired, is because you got stuff that is going on in your life that you started, and God has no plan for you to be there. So he will sustain you even when he turns the heat up on you. Let us pray. Lord, thank you for the fire you started within us. When we feel weary, remind us that you are the one who ignited this fire. You also will sustain us in the midst of the fire, renew our strength, refresh our spirit, and keep our passion rooted in your presence. Help us not to burn out from striving, but to burn brightly through your power. And since you started this fire, we trust you to keep it burning. Amen. Hey, see you next week if God says the same. Grace and peace.
There you guys have it. There's our Monday motivation. Hopefully that's going to motivate you for the rest of this evening and move you right on into the night until tomorrow. There you go. I know much like better. Okay? You got to answer stuff. Right. Oh, you go. Oh,
we're good. He's muted, but we're good.
Where's my, what I got? Get my, you know, I can't find my notes.
Oh, your notes, I'm sorry.
No. Oh, she know I have to have my notes. I put in there for a reason.
There we go.
Okay. So, hey, excellence. Hello, beautiful people. This is Ell. That's Briana. She's got up, and then Dr. Fite is popping on the screen shortly. Anyway, it's a Monday afternoon, and welcome. We have a fun, talkative, creative show for you today. And so I always say this. We're going to take the trash out first today. So let's start with the whole Joe Rogan situation. So Joe Rogan came out today, and this is because, can I get anybody? What is it? UFC something?
UFC.
Okay.
I call it bullshit, so you can't go off.
Okay, so the UFC BS, Brian called it. So I guess because people stopped talking about it for a while now, so he had to come out and maybe try to keep it going.
I'll talk about they had Super Bowl numbers or some crap.
Well,
like that.
We know that's a lot. Not only the Super Bowl numbers, but he's come out and saying that people are saying that it was a partisan event, and he's trying to say no, it was not a partisan event. Of course it was, because guess what? There were only so many invitations sent out, but he did say that there were invitations that were sent out, but he had to convince other people to come there because it wasn't partisan. Joe Rogan, first of all, shut up. You are a podcast host, and before that you hosted what was that dumb show? Fear Factor. So who are you? But the mere fact that he says he has 50 million followers, whatever. Okay, then if you have 50 million followers, then I know that's where the idiots came from to vote for Donald Trump. Okay, yeah, much better. Yeah, so I know where that came from. So anyway, Dr. Fite, do you agree with what Joe Rogan said? That he said it was not a partisan event, the UFC champion. And you know what? You can't say that because After the fight was over, you interview whoever that dude is, and they called Michelle Obama out of her name. You sit there smirking as if it was all funny, whatever, and instead of removing the microphone from him, from his mouth or whatever from in front of his face, you sat there and patted him on the back and sent him on his way. I have no respect for this dude. I don't even now when Fear Factor comes up, it's over. I don't even care to watch it, to hear about it, nothing, because I can't stomach Joe Rogan.
They play ludicrous.
So I can't stomach to see him. But anyway, just so we're clear, Joe Rogan, it was not. I mean, it was a partisan event because only certain people that agree with Donald Trump or the whole MAGA movement, they are the ones who were there. I still don't understand why Serena's husband was there. Oh, what's his name? I don't.
When you walk on your own company, because they talk about your
right, because he owned Reddit, right? He owned Reddit, and he walked away from his own company because they were making remarks about black people, women of color, and then you turn around and go to a Trump event, and then this, he didn't make it any easier, any better for himself. And he said, "Well, I wasn't there for the whole time." Okay, so if that's all you had to say, then don't say anything at all. You just should have just let that fly. But the fact that you were there, he didn't hear the statement that he made about Michelle Obama. He said he was gone by then. Why even attend in the first place? That's all I'm saying. Dr. Fite, hey, good afternoon.
What's happening, Captain?
Dr. Fite, you hear me talking about Joe Rogan. What's your take on that?
He's an idiot.
We agree.
First of all, you make a statement to say that the UFC fight was not a nonpartisan event.
Yeah.
Let's think about this logically. So you have a UFC fight on the White House lawn, while the current occupant is a Republican.
Yes.
And then say, "Oh, it was a bipartisan event." So where were the Democrats?
I was going to ask you the same question. Where were the Democrats? Where were some of their invitations? Oh, well, let me clarify. I guess he said he did send out invites to The Rock. Wait, I'm missing some. The Rock and some others. But Mario Lopez and some others. But they didn't even respond back. So I guess that's what they said. Right, yeah.
Why waste it?
But you only sent out 5. You only sent out 5 that we know of. I mean, I don't really know what their political affiliation is. But here's what I'm gonna say too: had you sent one to Kevin Hart or to Snoop Dogg or to some others, now those coons probably would have attended. But they probably were there anyway. But we don't know. We have no idea.
Let me just go here. So did anybody see the thing he put out on that horrible platform?
Who?
Trump talking about. He was talking about the Democrats, and he's like, do you call them the Democrats or some? Anyway, he made a poll. Talk about how should you spell it, because dumb really doesn't. You can't really understand the B and the dumb. This is the stuff he put out on social media.
Well, I don't understand that whole comment. I mean,
neither do I.
I don't understand the whole reason for the whole comment.
He put out this poll. Said if they're calling them the Democrats, do you call them the Democrats? I guess call them the dumb. That's what he was trying to say, but it was all stupid. But this is who sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, and y'all consider him the president because he ain't mine. And this is what he puts up on Truth Social: a poll about how to call the Democrats dumb. That's what he focuses his time on.
Well, the rapists, the Republicans are the rapists. So okay, if you want to go there. So if you think the Democrats are dumb and then all the Republicans are rapists, so okay, do you really want to go there? Okay. It's not hard to check this man. I don't know why people find it so difficult. Donald Trump is by far the most elementary person. I thought George Jr. was not very bright. George Jr. is damn near a genius compared to him, and that's saying a lot. Because George Jr. was like woo. But this man is dumber than the slop that the pigs roll around here. So
George Jr. had shoes thrown.
Yeah, George Jr. had shoes thrown at him.
And we thought that was the lowest moment in American history.
Oh yeah, no, we done gone way past the shoe throwing for president. We've gone way past it. We've gone with the so-called president who is just an idiot moron, and then the vice president who walks around with eyeliner on, and so the whole situation is just ridiculous and disgusting. Okay. So Joe Rogan, anybody? I left some comments in there. So anybody had a comment about Joe Rogan on there, feel free to leave your comments in our conversation. So let's go.
Well, Pastor Patterson got a couple of them, boy.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, Dr. Fite. What Pastor Patterson said?
He put he's in timeout. Okay, no, I was trying to see if I could share it to the screen. No, he said, what do you expect with a low IQ and a third grader's IQ is higher than his?
All right, Pastor Patterson. I like that. I like that. There you go. What do you expect from a low IQ? You know what? And that's a good point because everybody's a low IQ to him. Is that a new phrase that he learned? Did somebody taught him that? Because no one's IQ is even lower than yours. Yours is you can't even measure your IQ because you're not even on the scale anymore.
Look, you were a kid and you learned a new word, and that was the only thing you used in your vocabulary. He's like, "Oh, I sound smart when I use it." So now he thinks he's brilliant because he uses. Yeah, he's a low IQ individual. I wish he would say that to me. It would take everything for me not to laugh in his face.
First of all, y'all have to get me up off the floor to stop laughing. Because I'm gonna say low IQ. Can you even spell it? That's the first part. Because you couldn't even pronounce acetaminophen. So therefore,
on national TV,
we gotta even talk about that part.
And then didn't even know how to play it off. He said, "Oh, this is gonna be a toughie." Acetaminophen. Hello.
Oh my God. So so Joe Rogan,
the whole
the man who called Michelle Obama out of her name. I'm not gonna repeat his name because it's hokey, duck hole, asshole. What is it?
It's hokey, and then he goes and then he further shows his ignorance. Then he said anybody that had a problem with what I said can kiss his ass. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? Bend over and test that theory with yourself. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
I'll do something to it. I'll go bam.
And so earlier, let me put up the picture for my name. So earlier today, so we're gonna leave you all there with the whole rogue and the whole cast of clowns, because something else is gonna come out before they even happen. Because Donald Trump is on fire. He's on fire for a whole multitude of reasons, but we'll get into the real reason later on in the show why he's really so pissed off. So let's go here. Okay, we got two people that passed away. Alan Greenspan, he was the Fed chair from 1980. From 1986 or 84 until 2006. He was 100 years of age. Now, here's the thing. I thought the man already passed away. My fault. Ooh, my fault. But I thought the man was 100. Anytime you live to see 100 and beyond, yeah, you had a long, hopefully prosperous life. So rest in peace to Alan Greenspan. And then Clive Davis. Clive Davis was instrumental in finding acts like Whitney Houston, Earth, Wind and Fire, Alicia Keys, just so many of them. But I know he was really instrumental in Whitney Houston's career. And so he passed away today at the age of 94. I didn't know. I knew Clive was up there in age, but I didn't know he was like 94. You could never really tell Clive because I don't know if he always had it. If he has like some work on his face, but he always had these shades on, so I can never really tell. By the way, the man looks good. Because somebody tell me was Clive was Clive white or black? Because I couldn't really tell. I think he might have been black, but I don't know. Dr. Fite, your thoughts?
I don't know, but he had
a tan, so I couldn't really tell. There he is right there. I can't really tell. You know what? You got some black folks who really, really light, and they look like they white, but they really black, and so his name was Clive. So maybe we should kind of, from there, because Clyde, because that's like Clyde and Clyde. I don't know too many white people named Clyde or Clive, so I don't really know. I can't tell. But anyway, you brought us the beautiful sounds of Whitney Houston, and everybody always associated him along with Whitney Houston. But yeah, that was a great find. Whitney was a diamond, but he also got a little backlash because they said he tried to change her into make her a pop artist and not like R&B artist. And I think Whitney did cross genres. She from like R&B to pop. I think she was always pop though. That's in my opinion. She was always pop. Dr. Fite, your thoughts?
Patterson said, do y'all remember the television show with Jeff Foxworthy, who's smarter than a fifth grader?
Oh, yes.
And Thomas is on. He said, good evening. I trust all is well.
Good evening, Thomas. We haven't heard from you in a while. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. There's no way Donald Trump could have been on Smarter Than a Fifth Grade. There is no way No way.
He ain't smarter than the kindergartner.
Exactly. There's no way he could have been on that show. He's smarter than the fifth grader. Ain't no way possible. No way. But anyway, so rest in peace to Clive Davis. The music industry will definitely miss you for sure. Okay. All right then. So now let's go to one of my favorite topics. I'm just kind of running through today because we're gonna get to Dr. Fite today. How many of us paid attention to the events on Thursday with the President Obama Center actually opened and the number of celebrities, that were there? The fact that 4 presidents were in the same place together. President Obama's beautiful family was there. I tell everybody, I said, I can reflect on the moment. The first time I met President Obama, I took my daughter when she was younger. They always had a back to school parade in Chicago, and I think he was running for Senate at that point. And
he was a state senator.
He was a state senator at that point. And, okay, yeah. And I said, and you know, I'm gonna get us out there early because anybody gonna get in front of me because you know people in Chicago, you all don't act right. So I have to go early. So me and Briana and her dad had been out there early. You know, Briana had a little kid chair sitting all out there, and I said, "Oh, here come Obama." I was like, "Oh, okay." So he come on up, you know, he said, "Hey, yo," he comes up, walk over there. I come walk over there. How you don't shake the hand, you know, ask you, are you enjoying yourself? Yeah. You ready for school? Are you ready to vote? I said, yeah, I've been since I was 18. Put his hand there, shook his hand, and here's what I remember the most. For a man, that man has the softest hands of any man that I'd ever shaken a hand before. I said, Obama has never done a day's work of hard labor because that man's hand was smooth as butter. But that's when he still had the black hair and a beautiful smile, and a smile you always see, big wide smile. So that's one of my memories of President Obama.
And that's true. Yeah.
Even though hard concrete walking down Martin Luther King Drive, he still had that strut going on. Most certainly.
But because he shook your hand, that was the softest hands. And I was a kid that age. I'm like, his hand's still softer than mine.
Right, exactly. But see, here I was. You know, it was a police officer sitting next to us, and so Obama said, he said, "How you doing today?" He said, "I ain't behaving themselves." So the police officer, he said, "Well, the lady right here, she had an issue because you know they've been out here, they've been out here all day, and these people come and get in front of him. So I'm standing here to tell these people, you all been not getting in that lady's way." And so yeah. Because I was gonna curse people out. Look, don't come stand in front of me when I've been out here since 7:00 in the morning. Don't. So yeah, so that was my first encounter with him, and I've had a couple other encounters with him, but still a very, 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 seemed to be a very nice man anyway, very respectful gentleman.
Look at that building.
So anyway, the Obama Center is open. So now it was so many people. Let me hear Dr. Fite's feelings real quick. Dr. Fite, I want you to listen up real fast, okay? If you all listened last week, I told Dr. Fite said. Dr. Fite said he's going to bring his family to the Obama Presidential Center. So Dr. Fite, not until November you won't, because I was going to get your ticket like I promised you I was. No tickets available until November. Now they said November, but it will be, I won't say it won't be into the new year, just because people are still buying tickets or whatever. So
but I won't say this much.
No, it's not available. I'm sorry, my friend. I said, brother, go ahead, let me get the tickets. It's like, nope.
I've had a few friends. They didn't get into the museum, but they walked the grounds. They say the grounds are beautiful.
And my mom was here, so I said, Mom, we can't go in yet because we didn't So you could see it, and where they had one of the girl from what's her name, Martin, whatever, Marseille. So there's a big field that's by U of C that they put up a big screen, and so that was filled with people, and they had a big screen where you could see. But in that field, you're looking right up at the Obama Center. You're looking head on there, and we have a chance to watch it come up from the ground up. I didn't know what the heck was. I said, "What is this?" When they were building it, because it was always the roads were always torn up and ripped apart and everything. But the grounds are absolutely spectacular. So you can come. I thought you're in the family can come, but you ain't gonna get in you go into the library, right?
Yeah, they have the library.
But the library's open, but you can't. But you got to have tickets for the other part. And it's just none available until November. Maybe they'll become available before then. But right now, that's a big, huge fact.
Do you know how many times you got to refresh to even get that change?
Yes. It was like, wow. I feel like I've been distracted by a lot of stuff, but I should have done earlier, but I didn't. So now, we just have to wait to tickets open back up. And then we'll maybe go inside. But it's okay because the grounds is literally 19 acres. Okay, it is 19 acres. There's so much out there to see on the grounds and everything. So everybody's still taking it all in. Everyone's still taking, but absolutely beautiful. But now let's talk about the event itself. So you had look at this. President Obama's daughters are beautiful. They were dressed beautifully, but always very respectful, always very tasteful. I like the way they came on stage because you saw the youngest to the oldest. So there was Sasha first, then Malia, then Michelle, and Barack was in the back. So as they walked on the stage, then you saw former President Clinton. Look at that, President Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Let me tell y'all, Hill had the best time in my opinion. Because when Michelle was speaking and Michelle was zinging Trump, and I think he was a little too stupid to understand what she was saying, but Michelle just hit and ran. She said, you got people slapping their name on stuff, and something else she said, Michelle just hit and ran with the whole thing.
Won the Nobel Peace Prize.
And won a Nobel Peace Prize, won him a Nobel. Hillary Clinton sat back and she laughed and enjoyed it. So she was like, ooh, she just hitting him and running. So they all enjoyed it. But it was nice to see all of them out together. President Bush and his wife. Nice to see them out. George said after Trump, I can come back out in public.
Yes, Lord.
Because George Jr. was in the house for like about 4 or 5 years.
The first Obama term.
Yeah.
First Obama term.
Yeah.
You ain't see George Jr. When George Jr. left out of there and got on his plane, you saw no more George Jr.
George Jr. said Trump has made it okay for me to come back out in the public.
Right. I told you that man had the lowest moment, so he thought.
Oh my God!
And this one that came behind him, my God.
Oh my God! And the picture of this family is just absolutely just gorgeous. Everybody, one of Brianna's friends said she had a chance to go over there, and she said, "Oh my God!" And one of her friends is Caucasian. white. She said, I ain't known so many white people, in my life.
Because y'all love Obama. They making their way up there before anybody.
For anybody. One lady they interviewed, she said, I brought my kids from California. We got on the airplane and we came because I wanted to show them what decency, what intelligence looks like. So that's why I could talk all day about this, but I'm gonna let you have your side. You go ahead and talk about this because I had a field day.
I got somebody to talk for me. Just play the clip.
Ooh.
Obama's really brightened up our timeline this week. Watching them at the Obama Presidential Center, seeing Sasha and Malia, or should I say Sandra and the rest of the family. It's just been a beautiful week with the Obamas back in our lives just for a minute. Watching them love on each other like a real couple, like they really love one another. I think they really love one another. The kids got all their teeth in their mouth, educated young black women. And them kids got class too. Them my nieces. I don't give a damn what nobody said. Them my nieces. You just get to see how they bring people together at that presidential center. People out there having a damn good time doing the hustle dance. Smiling, laughing. It feel like, wow, America can really be like this. Why do we fight one another so bad? Ooh, when you have a leader that wants you to fight one another, that don't help none. This was just such a decent week in America. Besides the UFC boy talking about somebody, man, we ain't gonna talk about that though. That's negative. We don't talk about negative stuff. White trash, trailer trash, and we used to have it so good. Y'all took that shit for granted. Not me. I enjoyed every second of all that blackness at the White House. You can walk past the outside of the White House and smell like cocoa butter and collard greens and cornbread. You be walking past the White House like, what restaurant around here? That ain't nothing but the White House. They was in there eating good at the White House. Damn, we had it good. But thank you to the Obamas for giving us just a little piece of joy in the media this week. We needed that. Now back to the ghetto we go. I'm sure Trump gonna come up with some shit, gonna blow all our motherfucking minds by the end of Friday. I'm sure they'll save us. Save us, goddammit. The Obamas really brightened up our timeline this week. Watching them at the Obama Presidential Center, seeing Sasha and Malia, or should I?
Yeah. Well, he did sum it up, Dr. Fite. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, it was so refreshing sitting here watching, like, can I just say this plain? We need them back. It was just so positive. It was just so, like, refreshing. It was presidential.
Yes.
You could, during his time, you could just talk to other people and you would completely forget that you was black and they was white because you was just up there having a conversation.
Yep. But the thing is, I think it sparked, like both of you all have said, it sparked that feeling that we all felt when the Obamas were in the White House. And hope. There you go. It's hope. It's hope again. So we're gonna hold on to that. I think Michelle said that as well. We're gonna hold on to all of that. And then some, but I was very proud. I was pleased. I mean, I couldn't get in the inside I didn't do my stuff. I can get it inside. I said, but the fact that I shared that moment with my mom, because she kept saying, I don't care, take me, I gotta go. And my mom is almost 80, so I said, okay, we're gonna go. And one of the things that she said that struck me the most, and I don't even think that she realized that how it landed for me. But she said that because my Briana and my nephew was out trying to get in there, and whatever. So yeah, okay. So I was with my mom, and she said it just goes to show how God has already have your life planned before you're even born, before you even brought into this world. And she said that was his destiny. And when she said that to me, I was like, whoop. And I said, I said, I gotta go home and write this down, because she was so calm when she said it, but it's just like it struck that chord with me. And I said, I'm going to try to live with those words every single day. But she was just so joyful just to see it and to be there, and for me to be able to share that with just to share her seeing seeing the library, the Obama Presidential Library, right there on the south side of Chicago, down the street from University of Chicago Hospital, the Pritzker Law School, that whole area is right there. So to see all of that and to be a part of that's fantastic. That was just a fantastic moment for me. And I had to remind her that she said that, but she was just so resolved when she said it, just so calm when she said it. And I said, you know what, that is so true, because God puts all of our destinies in us. But the fact that Obama, and then when he was speaking, Obama said that he said, I remember driving from New York in my car, packed up everything I owned, and I got hired to organize churches, to be church organizer. He said I had no idea what that entailed, even what I was doing. But it just goes to show that he walked out there on faith. So we all have to walk out there on our faith, because that Obama just said, I'm just gonna lean into this. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I'm just gonna lean into it. So he started as a neighborhood organizer, and people tried to use that as a negative for him when he started, ascending to, senator, and then state senator, all that. So when he started to ascend to all that, I think it's because he was walking in his destiny, the destiny that God had already put in him even before he was born. And so I think we all have to know that we all have certain things in our life that we need to do, that we can lean into to be more successful human beings. I'm not saying we're all going to be president or anything like that, but we all can, if we just lean into who we really are, who God created us to be, we can accomplish some amazing things. So when my mom said that, and then I heard President Obama say, because I heard him earlier, and my mom said that, I was like, just wow, it all makes sense. It all makes sense to me. It all makes sense to me. So when you ask yourself, what is your purpose? What is the purpose of your life? And then you look at him, and because I've always asked myself that question: what's the purpose? What's your purpose? And so after hearing all that, just sitting back and kind of reassessing and things I said, okay, I get it. I mean, I have been learning anyway, but that was just like a really profound moment for me in my life. So thank you, Mom. I haven't even told her that that's how it resonated with me, but I thank her for saying that, because it did. And I came home and I wrote it down, and so I try to look at that every day. And since she said that, I do that. So, Briana, your thoughts on the whole Obama Center?
It's amazing. It's amazing to see what came after his presidency, because his presidency was already historic in itself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't get to vote when he was first elected. I was shy by I think a couple of years.
A couple of years or a couple of months?
I was, because he got elected in 2008, so I was shy by 2 years.
Oh, okay. So he was like 16 and 15.
Yeah, I was 16. So I got, the next time he won, I got to vote. But it was just amazing to see how that comes together, how he brings people together, whether black, white, and different.
Yeah.
And he just brings everybody together. And so on that day, June 18th, 2026, everybody got a little bit of hope. And you take that, and it's only a little bit of hope, because then you look at the crap that you have, but you take that hope that you felt that day and you ride it, because something has got to give.
Yeah.
So
that's
what I'm taking. I'm taking that togetherness he brought and that hope. I'm taking that and I'm gonna ride with it.
And the fact that the fact that the white people, and this ain't even come from the black folks. The white people have coined the White House as the white trash White House. That didn't come from us. That came from the white people. So Dr. Pike, why do you have to go to? We didn't say it. That was the white people who said that. So the fact that the white folks said that, I appreciate you all for that, because it is. And
Well, they know.
Dr. Fite.
Dr. Fite was ready. Man, he about to choke on it.
I can't be affiliated with them kind of comments.
Oh, okay. But you know it's the truth.
I pass the white people now.
You know what? Well, you know what? You have to tell the white folks the truth, though. Yeah, it came from them.
They know.
They know, because here's when Obama won the election, they thought the White House was going to become ghetto. Or they all said that. Oh, it's going to be ghetto. They're going to have this, that, and going on. Not one day in 8 years, what were we ever embarrassed by the Obamas? Not one day.
And look at that. And look at that crap now.
You got
half of the White House because he tore down the East Wing.
Right. Yep.
You got the big claw for the UFC on the South Lawn. All that nonsense.
Yeah. So here's I'm gonna say, dear white people, thank you. Because you all got the coin, the perfect phrase, the white trash,
and,
White House,
and they are highly embarrassed. That's like that daughter-in-law of his.
Oh, that Lara Trump, that's skank.
Yeah, she goes on Fox News and says it's ugly. Talk about the Obama Center. It's ugly and it's taxpayer funded. Actually, taxpayer funded is what your father-in-law looks for.
No, what he steals.
What he steals. Yeah, that's what he looks for. He wants everything. That's why he ain't got that ballroom built that he wants so bad, because he can't get the donations for it.
But here's what I'm saying.
But what it is or not, it's none of your business. Because you know why you're mad? Because you know that you're related to through marriage, he won't have anything that looks like that. Never.
Well, he can take that plane that Qatar gave him and maybe set up his museum on that plane.
He can go. He can do everybody a better favor. Get on the plane and then disappear somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle. That's what he can do.
All right.
Look at that. That's what he can do.
Let me play one of those videos for me, please.
What video?
Oh, yeah. Just go ahead and do your job, please. Because I want to talk about some of you can see some of the joy, the glee in the people's faces who were there. And yeah,
I'm ready for you.
Oh, you go ahead.
I feel like I've been to the best church on the planet Earth. Wonderful words, good music, good acts.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to say something stupid here on live TV. The music, you think it's great, and then it gets greater, and then it keeps getting greater. Mrs. Obama and Mr. Obama, they must have taken Dale Carnegie courses, because, oh my God, speeches one actually listens to, speeches that consume you, that get inside you and cause you to think and feel like a lowly, worthless human being who has to strive to greatness.
Today, and we heard it the other night, that this is not about nostalgia. This is about the work that continues every single day. They said this magic thing. It said there are millions of us right now who are waking up every day and say, what's my job here? How do I contribute to the good fight? We would think that it's different. But the truth is, even if we're standing and waiting to get to higher ground, all we have to ask is the question of what can I do? And there's something that every single one of us could do.
Boy, if today was not a day of understanding, there never will be one. Did I make a fool of myself?
No, you were terrific.
Or we'll come back later after I've had a couple of drinks.
You can call me anytime. We'll put you back on at any hour, any day on
God
MS
bless
Now.
you. Keep fighting the fight.
They let him in. You look like Santa Claus. I like you, but can you save all this stuff off right here?
They let him like I'm leaning into it. Y'all just gonna deal with it.
But Tom Hanks, I mean, you could all tell that they love the music, because when Jennifer Hudson came out there and she started the first solo, and she hit that note and she took a breath, they said, "Woo!" They looked at her, they was like in awe of her singing, because she was so
that sent chills down my spine.
Every time she opens her mouth, that girl sang. It's one thing to sing, that girl sang. And then you had acts like Christina Aguilera. I've always loved Christina Aguilera. I mean, she did a beautiful job. Loved her. Mark Anthony, did his thing. Common and John Legend, they did their thing. Just all absolutely.
And then he just wrapped it up with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. He said, "I'm signed, sealed, delivered." I said, "There you all go." So we're gonna take a break right now, and on our way out the break, we're gonna give you all some Stevie Wonder, because it's still Black Music Month here in June. And so we're gonna give you some higher ground, right?
No, just answer.
Okay, we're gonna give you all some science. I mean, I like it. So we're gonna give you all some science. I'm yours. I'm not gonna sing because I know you all don't want to hear me
Please,
sing.
Lord knows.
But when Stevie started singing that song, and then you hear the Obama put his little party in, yeah, there you go. So and you guys can hear what we hear. We just wrapped up not one but two songs with Stevie Wonder, ones that he performed at the Obama opening, higher ground. And then Sign Still Delivered. So there you all go. I worked up a sweat. Now you all can't see us behind, but I have worked up a sweat getting my dance on. Dr. Fite is back. Hey, Dr. Fite.
Hey.
Okay. Did I cover all I need to cover? Am I good?
You covered all you need to cover?
Okay, but then we're gonna slide right on in here. We're gonna go right on to the couch because I need a break right now. Somebody sit on the couch with Dr. Fite. So I'm gonna slide right on.
What?
I said I need a break, so I'm gonna slide right on. I'm gonna slide right onto the couch with Dr. Fite. Sit down. Metaphorically.
Well, listen, I got a monologue today.
Ooh, Lord.
Look, I had to put the hand up here to get situated. Hold on.
So but my monologue is going to continue our previous conversation. And I want to show this clip that everybody in the world has seen, but I want to give my talk about it. And yeah.
Rolling signatures go here.
Barack, you gotta look at me.
Oh.
You told me all those years ago that you couldn't promise me the world, but you could promise me an interesting life. And of course, you outdid yourself and managed to give me both. I know it hasn't always been easy, but there hasn't been a single second through this experience that standing by your side hasn't left me in awe. 8 years in the crucible, and not once did you melt from the heat. Not once did you let it harden you. Instead, you used it to reveal your truest essence, your stubborn optimism and unflinching courage, your dazzling brilliance and unpretentious decency, your ferocious work ethic, and absolutely unshakable moral fiber. And to do it all as a first, and the higher standard that comes with all that, the claims that a US senator and constitutional law expert wasn't qualified for the job, the lies about your birthright, your faith, your patriotism, the outrage when you stated the biological fact that if you'd had a son, that he too would be Black. Yet, you were unflappable at every turn, always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once, lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud. Barack.
Let me say, for those who have been asleep under a rock, this video has been shared more than 17 million times across social media.
Wow.
This speech, this wife of Michelle Obama to her husband, Barack Obama, is, for me, what this country and the true ideas of America has been birthed on. Mm-hmm. These are her remarks at the opening of the Presidential Center in Chicago. To me, it's more than a speech. It's a testimony to vision and perseverance, the power of community. Her words remind us that great things are built not only with bricks and with steel and mortar, but she talks about hope, sacrifice, and the commitment
that her husband made to not just our generation, but even future generations to come. This moment was so powerful because of the authenticity that she speaks from.
Mm-hmm.
She spoke for me not as a first lady, not as a wife to Barack, but she spoke as a daughter of Chicago. She spoke as somebody who is a citizen of America.
That's right.
That understands the investment in neighborhoods and creating opportunities for our young people and inspiring them to dream beyond where they live, the South Side of Chicago. Who would ever thought that such a center that would be for all people in all walks of life, and that gathering represented truly, it represented more than just the opening of a presidential center. It represented a staple and a statement that all of the world can be a part of. That this center, and I'm not trying to go to Chicago in the winter, so probably next spring when the kids are on spring break, look to make that trip. But this center stands as a reminder that leadership is not about holding offices. And that's what I want this current administration to hear. Leadership is not about red and blue and the titles that you possess. It's about leaving a legacy that empowers the next generation. Michelle Obama's message challenges us to believe that ordinary people can accomplish extraordinary things when they work together for a greater purpose. This for me was more than an opening of a building. As I sat with my iMac right here watching the New York Knicks, which I'm talking about here in a little bit, but the New York Knicks celebrate their long-awaited NBA championship. And on this computer that I'm on right now, I watched a celebration of vision fulfilled and an invitation for all of us to take part in the shape of a better future for our country. These individuals, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, in this presidential center, shows us that you can impact the future without even possessing the title. $785 million was raised in independent funding just to make sure that this building can stand in perpetuity. It truly was a powerful moment, one that highlighted legacy and service and the enduring belief that communities can be transformed when people invest in one another. I know normally when we sit down with me on the couch, we're wrestling with different type of ideas and seeing if we can find some type of semblance of what to do with what we see in the world. But Obama's, for us, showed us what love looks like. The Obamas showed us what service means. The Obamas showed us what sacrifice is really about. And when you have a group of people who genuinely just want to see the world they live in better and actually try to do something to change it, it's not about political agendas or party lines, but it's just about all walks of life having a better chance and a better future. It's foreign to some people in this current administration because everything is about an agenda. But in the agenda is the American people. They don't know how to handle that. Because genuine love after you've been battered and bruised for so long is hard to accept because it's genuine. And when people just care about you, you find it hard to receive that care by lashing out and calling them names. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I just want to say today, and I know I'll wrap this up by saying this. Let's take a page out of the Obama's book. Michael Jackson famously wrote these words. He said, if you want to make a difference and make the change, look at yourself and make that change. So it starts with us. If we can look within, search for the person that's in the mirror, and make that person better, then this world will be better. Thank you, President and First Lady Obama, for giving us a front seat on an education of how we can make this world better by one brick at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fite. Very, very. It was a monologue, but I loved it. Very beautiful. I appreciate that. And I'm just going to piggyback off that and say, the fact that Michelle was born and raised in Chicago, and then when we were passing on a daily basis, seeing this monument, you really don't know what to think about it until it's there. I mean, we saw it being constructed from the ground up, but then when you also drive around in Chicago, you see things like Michelle Obama track field. So you see their presence everywhere throughout Chicago. So people give Chicago a bad reputation, but unless you're here, you really don't know. And I'm not from Chicago. I'm next door from the West Indiana. I'm next door in the cornfields, but I ain't in the cornfields. But I was born next door. But we spend a lot of time in Chicago. But Briana and I and Braden, we travel a lot past there every day. So we feel like we're part of the Chicago concrete as well sometimes. But I remember, like, for me, when I was a little kid, my mom worked at University of Chicago, and so again, being with my mom this weekend on that day, and her reflecting on her time, at University of Chicago, which is literally steps from the monument, from the Obama Center. So all of that, it's just a lot of memories and thoughts that flow back there. You never thought that these people in Chicago would ascend to the White House and then just be so graceful and just so articulate and just the whole 9 yards. So I've been proud of them from the beginning. I was even more proud as I could be when I watched everything that they did, what they put together. I'm just very proud, and they make us proud every day. So I'm gonna try to remember what we just witnessed and what's there for us to put our hands on and to touch every day, and not focus on that garbage, the white trash that's in the White House.
Oh, I said it.
So so if any white person watching, they get offended by me saying that, I didn't say it, you said it. But I'm only going to be as honest as I can be with my thoughts. So if it does not apply to you, everybody said it, let it fly.
I'm going to take that path.
I'm
gonna try.
But she'll always go. She said, when they go low, you go high. But damn, it's hard. It's hard.
I'm gonna try that. But I'm like, how high you want me to go?
You got to be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that person. Maybe I'm a work in progress, but I can't go.
You're a work in progress.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna take the positive out of that and not focus so much on the negative that's in DC. It is hard when it comes across your teeth. So I'm gonna work on it.
So we're all very. We all have had moments of pride, of seeing all that come together, and I could not, like I said, that's me. It was just seeing all of it, seeing those people. But it was just, not only was the Obama representing Chicago and the Midwest, it was also Jennifer Hudson there, also Common there, Hillary Clinton, because she's from Chicago originally. So it's just all seeing that representation of the Midwest there, and that's very humbling.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. So seeing all of that. Now Oprah came there. She got a job there, but these are people that were born and raised in Chicago. Barack came there too, but he came there at age 23. So okay, we're gonna say we're gonna give you a little native Chicago.
40 years,
like he said, his children was born right down the street at the University of Chicago. So all of that, just love it all. Just absolutely beautiful, and it's breathtaking. So every day or every moment that we pass there, we get to see that, we get to witness that. So to me, that's a blessing in itself, because we get to see that all the time now. Dr. Fite, baby, you gotta wait till the winter time. I'm sorry. The spring. Don't come in the winter time because you're gonna freeze. So wait till the spring, because otherwise, it's gonna be a problem. And so I got another video I got to show you all today. This was a pastor. Now, Dr. Fite, I'm gonna let you look at this, and you tell me if you think this was appropriate for this pastor to use his pulpit to say this. Okay, Brenda, can you find out for me? Yeah. So I was like, I said, who was this? So somebody was like, what church is this? And I was like, what church is this?
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
That's why we're giving you a disclaimer language.
Door closed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Brother, so we have to get Dr.
18.
Yeah, that's it.
And who pastor this is?
I'm so damn sick and tired of our women always wanting to shake their ass. You go to brunch shaking your ass. You in the club shaking your ass. All in the grocery store shaking your ass. In the middle of the street shaking your ass. Please get somewhere and sit your ass down.
Amen. That's right. Okay, there. Dr. Fite, do you happen to know who this pastor is and what his church is?
I'm like the man. Who pastor that is?
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so I said, wait, hold on, what? But he made a valid point. And people may not like the way he said it or how it came across, but he's making a statement. Every time you turn around, you young girls are on Instagram or TikTok, and you're shaking this and shaking that, you're moving, and it's inappropriate. He said, take you and sit down somewhere.
I mean, I know I get tired. I walk past and I see somebody twerking. Like, hello.
Yeah, why are you on the street twerking? Why you got your booty toward the street and you doing all of that stuff?
Let me just help you out. That's twerking work, okay?
Get out of here.
I go out the front door and you turn this way and you see cheeks. And I'm like, why?
I mean, ask the question. Have you ever seen Michelle Obama twerking? Have you ever seen her daughters twerking?
No. I don't even know what. Somebody asked me, like, you should twerk. I'm like, no. I said there's no grace, there's no elegance in twerking.
There's no self-respect.
I said
in twerking.
I said.
Plus, if I ever said, Mom, you said if my mother ever see me, she gonna kill me.
Look,
at her age, and I will.
But more importantly, I'm a mom. I'm like, you shouldn't be out there. And you see what they got the kids, and they out there twerking with their kids.
And they're teaching their daughters to twerk, which is completely inappropriate.
I just get tired.
So I'm gonna be on the pastor's side right here with that one. Now I know Dr. Fite not gonna be up in his pulpit talking like that, but I mean, the something must have happened that set that man off, and he said, "I got to talk about this in Sunday service." Dr. Fite, your thoughts on it? Don't look at me like that. I'm waiting, Dr. Fite. Your thoughts on it?
See, I'm a little bit all over the place on this here. You got the father in me who has an opinion. You got the old school player in me that's got an opinion too.
Oh no, we don't want him.
I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't watch let's just say I done seen some talent in my day. You know what I mean? I've seen some talent. And I don't know how you can stifle that talent. Some people just got gifts that you just got to be able to understand that some people can, some people can't. Now, to your point and to your credit, some of these gifts and talents should be privatized. They should not be for the world's consumption or view.
That's right there.
Now, let me just go back and say this about that clip. This is AI done at its finest, okay? This ain't a real thing, all right? This is AI generated.
How you figure?
I know for a sure enough fact. That's A to the I. All
really?
Right?
He said,
really?
A to the I.
Really? This is AI. And we got to be careful because in today's society, AI is taking over for the 99 in the 2000s. Y'all see how I just married the twerk song to the A. No.
Yeah. It didn't go in my head. I got it. I got it.
Pastor Patterson says, I'm going to try it at my church. I'm just going to make sure I'm ready to move out the country.
So,
and then he also says it is AI. Of course, I told it. This is artificial intelligence. And you know,
We are going into a dangerous world when now people don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. I mean, it started years ago, and I know you don't want to have this conversation, but we've been dealing with the idea of real and fake for a long time. I mean, people don't need Halloween because they wear a mask every single day because we don't know the difference between what's real and fake. Some folk just ain't got nothing real on their body. They got fake breasts, they got fake boobies nowadays. We got pectoral implants. We got all kind of stuff. And it ain't got nothing to do with your health. It's just cosmetically you want to look a certain way because we don't know the difference between what's authentic and what is not. And I would dare say that as AI is coming into making a major imprint on our children's education and lives, kids don't even know. And it started long before we had Copilot and ChatGPT and all these other AI engines now that's out. It started with cell phones correcting you and speaking or your words before you even type them in. Like they're thinking for you now. This is intelligence that is taking place. Kids can't even write a term paper nowadays because they can barely write a coherent sentence by text. And so this is we're really degrading the mind of this current generation that books are no longer important. We put them on tablets and devices. We don't even open and highlight and read anymore. I mean, our society is shifting and changing, and I don't believe that all change is negative. But what I will say is we do not need to have the kind of change that retards the mind. We need to enhance what we do, yes, but we don't need to stop people from actually using their brain. We got preachers who can't even parse scripture and write a sermon. They just put an idea in a chat engine and let it write its sermons for you. And all you do is copy and paste and put it, and then you just go up there acting like you know what you're talking about. This frauds can be developed due to this AI world that we live in right now. You got people who think that they're gurus and they're smart and they know stuff only because ChatGPT gave them something to say about it. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna get off my soapbox because I really can get on one here, but the clip is AI generated. Period.
When you sent it to me and I clicked on it, I'm like, this isn't real. Because no pastor would be in their pulpit saying that. Like I had to look at it a couple times, but you know.
Well, you know what? I guess I can't even tell. So. Oh. So for me, I guess I really can't tell because I looked at it, I was like, oh, I was just listening at the content of the message. So I didn't look at anything else. And so I just thought really whatever the person was saying or whatever the AI was saying, to me it was legitimate by what he was saying, because you see so many young women that's out there and they just twerking and they carrying on and you really need to think about that. Think about someone like Michelle Obama, who someone said when they was talking about the white trash White House's spouse, how you didn't see you never seen a picture of Michelle Obama's behind or her boobs or anything like that. So that's how I looked at it and how I viewed the video. And I do want a lot of young women to stop doing it. And when it comes to education, to me, now I'm old school, so when I'm teaching Braden, we're not doing AI stuff. We pull out the book. We got the alphabets. You know that he puts his hands on. He's learning how to sound out letters and spell and all of it. So to me that I always go back to this myself. This is a parenting issue. Parents are lazy, and they want and they don't want to take the time to teach their children. I always say that. Even when I was teaching in the classroom, I said, parents are lazy. When you come to school, you don't think your kids should come home with homework, or if they do, you don't want to have time to help your kids. So I always said, yes, you have the technology, but the technology is not the problem. The problem is the parents. The problem is the parents. What you say, Dr. Fite?
I will go there because
Huh?
Check the chat.
Oh, check the chat. Oh,
I got it.
No, it was Gino Jennings at the
or the cussing preacher.
I might have believed though. Who was Gino? Who was Gino Jennings?
Now I will say this much: I saw a lot of what you were talking about when COVID happened and parents had to e-learn.
Oh Lord,
that was like the worst thing ever. They were cussing, they were frustrated. Like, why can't they go to school? Why is it so hard for you to teach your child?
Right.
Even when
well, could be because they're an idiot, but that's I mean
that could be one part. But that's not here nor there. Even when any time you're out with your child, that's the issue. You're not at home with your kid. That's the main problem. You're not at home with your children. Because even when you're out and about, anything can be a lesson for teaching.
Right. It can be.
It really can.
Yep. It can be a teachable moment. Yep.
Right. When me and Brayden are out in the store and he sees something, I say, no, you don't do so and so. Well, why, Mommy? You this, and this. You don't do. Then he goes into his why. Everything is a why.
Damn.
Still.
So you asked about why about if I tell you like
that 6 times, like, okay, look, get in the car and hush.
But your kids are also they're also they're sponges. They're curious. So even when y'all were Brandon, you see like a railroad crossing sign, he'll say, "Oh, Nana," he said that's for tracks, right? Or what is that X for?
Right, like
so that's your moment to teach your child.
Right, but
you just don't leave it up to the teacher.
Right, you don't leave it up to the teacher, and I understand why teachers are frustrated. Because parents don't come up there and check on their kids. Nope. They're too busy. They come in with a bad attitude. Right. You send it, the teachers are sitting at home, note after note after note after note. Then when it comes time and the kid is about to repeat the 5th grade.
Well, I don't understand.
Then you up there pissed off cursing teacher out. Well, why is my child having to repeat the 5th grade? Because they sent home letter after letter, but you're too busy with your new boyfriend in the club. Because you had your baby at 20, now because you're 35 and they're 13, now you want to be back out the street.
All those are back.
That's the problem.
She saw me do it all the time. She saw me do it all the time.
It's not even I saw you did that. I was in school. I saw parents come in. They hooping and hollering at the teacher. Now, my one particular teacher, she's my 2nd grade teacher. Hey, Miss Gary. Hold on. She didn't take that. You came in her class and she like, I need you to go back out that door and come in when you have to.
To the parent, exactly.
And if they couldn't control themselves, she'll put them right on out. No.
But the kids learn that because they're coming to say, "Oh, my mama comes here. My mama gonna curse my teacher. My mama gonna do so and so." And when they say to me, I say, "Your mama not gonna do anything to me." Let me be clear about that. So I was never fearful of any parent. I said, better check yourself. So anytime one came to me, "Hey, Miss Ellis, you right?" Because they done see Miss Ellis go off many times. I'm not the one.
That's what I said. It was funny because you would see a parent going off on like a teacher, another teacher, they would come whole different attitude. Good, but it's just it's a parenting issue.
It's a parenting issue.
The parents are not present. So here's the thing: you think of the quickest way. Oh, let me just throw a tablet.
Yeah.
You know because let me just go ahead. You go to certain like salons for services. You see that they bring their kid in there while they're getting the service appointment, and they hand them a tablet while they're going back there getting service. Like, what?
Well, in that instance, they need something to occupy their time.
First of all, find somebody to have your kid at home while you getting your whatever you need service. Okay, that's the first thing.
Well, I can't even speak on that because when you were little, you always go to the hair salon with me, so I don't know.
Hair salon is different than more than likely I was getting something done to my hair. That's different. But a whole like when you get your eyebrows waxed, why?
That stuff makes me different. It's just to me, it's just people want to say it's the technology, and it is to a certain degree, but it's you have a hands-on connection with your children. That's why you had a badass to be out in the street,
right? But
they're doing something wrong because your hand's not on them,
right? But you can have the hands-on, which I completely understand, and then you can have the technology. You can have the best of both worlds. The problem is the parents don't want the best of both worlds. They want the teachers to watch them. They want these summer programs open for the kids to go to, so they ain't got to be bothered.
Yep. Oh, I agree with all that.
You know, your kids are going to a summer program while you going to Jamaica and the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. Why is your kid not going?
Yep. And then
I need a vacation from my life. You chose your life.
And I see that's something I never understood. People say I need a vacation from your children because Brianna continued going by said whatever vacation I went, she went. So I
go with me.
And those things never occurred to me is to leave your kid behind when you're going on vacation. Some people can't even take their kids to the supermarket. Well, why? Because they act up for the supermarket. So handle it in the supermarket. You it's like shifting the responsibility off to someone else to raise your children. So then when your kids are growing and they don't give you a second thought, don't say, "Oh, I ain't heard my kids in so many years. They don't even talk to me." Well, why? Why?
Look, Berber go to holler and stuff. Boy, hush.
Well, you know what Jack came around.
But I got to tell. I ignore him and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, he
So I'm gonna be honest. Some technology I may have an issue with. I have an issue with technology. We're talking about when you as studio people who are in studio and they're acting, they're performing, they're writers and things of that nature.
And you're taking their
you're taking a job from them. That's the problem I have because AI. You can use AI if you want, but AI has no heart. When people are writing and they're writing and thinking about how they want a scene to be. That's coming from their heart. That's putting something in there. AI is not going to put that heart in the writing that you want. I don't give a sweet Nelly behind what you say. It's not going to do it. Stop being. We have now adapted a lazy generation. That you want all the fruits, but you don't want to put in the labor, and that's a problem for me. That is a problem for me. You can't have everything you want, but you don't want to put the work in and say, "Well, I did something good for me." No, I ain't grow up like that. Mine didn't grow up like that. And people who have genuine have their hands on with their children, they don't allow their children to do that. It's all these lazy ass young parents who probably should not have children at this point that just want to say, "Oh, I have a kid," but then you don't have the time for it. Don't get off my soapbox because I can get on my soapbox for a long time on this one.
But you see that. But you even see like how people's work ethic, and maybe I see that because it's some lazy people. You hear how they talk to certain people when people call in. I'm like, how do you talk to people like that? Like, how do you just not have a care or try to have any empathy for what somebody's going through and they're calling trying to get help?
And you said the magic word. You said empathy. People today they lack empathy. They lack empathy. And when you lack empathy, then stay behind closed doors. Don't go out in the real world because you're a problem. Because you become a problem at that point. So, Dr. Fite, I understand what you're saying. I just don't agree with the whole technology aspect. I'm not gonna blame technology.
Okay.
He just said okay.
I want your opinion on something. Now,
you about to give me another video?
Yeah, my opinion was asked and I gave it. But so comedians. There are different types and different styles of comedy. There's comedy that tells jokes or today's comedy more so storytelling, bringing the people into the comedian's life, and they have a comedic way of telling stories. Mm-hmm. But then there's this other type of comedian that a lot of people have different varying opinions about, and that is crowd comedians, where comedians pick certain people out in the crowd and they have conversations, and it turns into this funny, organic kind of comedy show where the comedian is picking on someone in the crowd or making light or fun of something that may have happened with the crowd. These are what are known, I believe, as crowd worker comedians. But I think there's a new generation now who's taken this crowd comedy to another level. And that's what I want to explore your opinion on in this. Now, this is one of the hottest comics in the country, Mojo Brooks, right now. He's one of the hottest comedians in the country. He's traveling all over the world and does his stand-up everywhere. So this has been sent to me about 3 or 4 times, and I've been asked my opinion once with it, but I want to show it to you and get your opinion.
How y'all doing right here? Y'all got here late. That's very uncharacteristic of y'all. What happened? What you got going on? Where you showing?
My kid had his last T-ball game.
How did he do?
They won the championship.
Yep. He didn't do shit. He didn't do a motherfucking thing. He didn't even get in the game. He mad as a motherfucker. Soon as he said something about the game, like, bitch, he ain't even playing. How long y'all been together?
After the game.
No, I'm talking about to get y'all.
7 o'clock.
So y'all just met? Do you understand what I'm asking you? What am I asking you?
How long have we been together?
How long have y'all been together?
Since 7 o'clock.
Since 7 o'clock. Okay.
Oh, Lord. What is my concept?
This is y'all first date.
Damn,
So
that
where
wasn't
we
a
at,
good
boss?
idea.
Talk to me, sir. Let me tell you something. Right now, you trying to be easy. You trying to take your time. You don't want to say the wrong thing because you trying to get some pussy. I'm going to help you. If you just fucking trust me.
I can hardly hear you.
You can't hear me.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing to say.
Can you hear me now, motherfucker? Kenneth, what you doing after this?
Undetermined.
It's undetermined. Kenneth, come up on the stage with me.
My sister's here.
Your sister here?
With my brothers.
With your brothers?
Well, yeah.
Kenneth, you worried about the wrong shit? You're not trying to fuck your sister and your brother now. Your mind need to be on that right there. You got a babysitter? Yeah, babysitter with the baby with the dad. Let me tell you something. Do you know how nasty them motherfuckers get when them babies go with their daddy?
Wow. Wow.
How's about a bullshit? You don't even know what you got on your hands right now, Kenneth. She ready to let that shit out.
Oh my God.
I want that for you, Kenneth. I want you to look at her right in her eyes right now, Kenneth, and I want you to tell her I want some of that pussy tonight.
No.
Get your motherfucking act together. Look at me. Get your motherfucking act together. I want some of that pussy tonight.
Damn.
I want some of that pussy tonight.
Kenneth. They know I owe. Y'all been a good motherfucking time.
You ain't getting nothing.
She gonna give it to him.
Oh my God. You stupid as hell. I would have walked on that stage now for 1 second. I'm like, nope. Find somebody else. Oh my God.
How much you want, babe?
He said, I'm trying to help you get some, but you're not paying attention. Oh my God. Okay, I can't. Oh my God. The whole thing made me a little shy. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I'm not a shy person, but damn.
That one girl was 5 shades of red. Hello.
But you know what? Why take the person you did your first day to a comedy show? That's the first problem. Or at least go say,
Let's talk about it. What's wrong with the comedy show?
Okay, but why you gonna sit right up there in the front when you know
they're gonna look dead over
right? It's gonna look at
you probably with the last seats left.
That's why you don't show up late.
Right, that's why, right? Because everybody else was in the back. Y'all take your dumb ass
to a comedy show.
Whoa.
Look, think about it. Now, this might be a little stereotypical. Have you ever known like black people be late to a comedy show?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
No, because they ain't trying to get talked about.
Okay, well, yeah, coming in there late, yeah.
Because you know it. So when you come in and you already hear them start talking, you know they're gonna catch you walking in.
Well, right, because they came. He said they came in late.
Yeah,
which is why he
they
come in
right.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So what's the big deal about taking your date to a comedy show?
Because you know, I'm just you might not know what the comedian gonna say, and your day might find it offensive, and you might find something funny, and then they looking at you like, why you laughing?
But wouldn't the movie do the same thing? Like you may think a movie is enjoyable, and another person may say, "Well, I really didn't like that the way they did or whatever."
Dr. Fite, that whole was embarrassing as hell. He
should go into it knowing you're going to get embarrassed. You go into it looking to have a good time and spend some time with the person.
If he had brought his goofy ass up on that stage, he would have bypassed him. But you were bold enough to say, "Well, no, I'm going up on stage."
He would end up on stage. The dude went out in the audience and got him.
And I would have said, "No, I'm gonna stay right here in my seat. You can't make me get up out my chair and go up on stage." I said, "No, dude, I'm good. You go ahead on." No, I'm not. I'm not standing up there.
He messed himself up because then he said at one point he couldn't hear him, which is why he came towards him.
Well, he was lying because he heard me. He didn't want to answer. Yeah, he was lying. Then he said, "Damn, I messed up." So now he coming down here. But when he said, "Come on up on the stage," I was like, "No, you go ahead on. No, you go." I'm always telling you, he has ruined comedy for that man. That man's like, "I'm never going to another comedy show ever in my life." Look,
But here's the thing you gotta understand about Mojo. This is not the first time he's done this.
Mojo is a mofo. I'm just saying. Woo! I think Mojo would bring out the mofo in me. I'm like, "Look, boy, look, I'm not playing this game with you. Go ahead." That would be my reaction. That's my reaction.
I'm just saying, you can't be late to a comedy show. You asking for trouble when you late.
And then you can tell, and then just the whole. Then he had the nerve to say, "Yeah." He said, "I want to get some tonight." Boy, look.
She gave it to him.
Why would you, what after the embarrassment that he took? I mean, she should have given him some. I mean,
she gave it to him.
I mean, she should have. I'm gonna be honest.
She had to stroke his ego. He got out there and got embarrassed for you. You better get
it. Yeah, that's why I said, you better give it up a little because that was a
don't. She better not got home and got shot. Cause he gonna be like, "No, I got embarrassed for you. Oh no, I'm getting some."
He said, I'm trying. What the man that Kenneth?
Yeah,
he said, "I'm trying to help you get something." That's why y'all tonight.
And he had to talk about his brother. He's like, "You worried about the wrong stuff."
Yeah. So
I'm trying to get you laid tonight, man.
Oh no. I said when he kept on, I'd be like, "You know what? I'm getting up and I'm leaving because I cannot. Now this will date me like years ago, but years ago when before he got with Jerett Fite, we were in Las Vegas. You know, Jerett Fite in the office all the time. We had the nerve to be at one of them tables right down there in the front. You know, one of the long table. We had right there at the stage, And what's called it? He said, "Don't make no eye contact, because then he gonna pick on you." I was like, "Please." All he did was say, "How y'all doing tonight?" What? You almost got here because you all sit right down here in the front. We just kind of laughed like, because we was like, "Please, Jerett Fite, don't stop here. Don't stop right here." But we were sitting right down in front. But he went on and picked on some other people. But I was like, "Don't engage." I was like, "Don't engage," because Jerett Fite was truly ignorant back in the day.
I went to one comedy show and I sat in the back. I'm like, "No."
But I bet you ain't gonna go. I bet you they're not gonna go to any more comedy shows. I bet you that.
Because especially people with glasses, that's the first thing they want to crack on. No. No.
All right, Dr. Fite.
I'm in the back with dark clothes on, so you can't see me not one nose.
And I'll be honest, I am a person that I love comedy because I watch comedy on TV. But I don't want to be the butt of your joke though.
Right, I don't want to be the butt of your joke.
Yeah. I don't.
That's like it was. I think that show it was like DC Young Fly. I think Carlos Miller and Chico B. The chick was 9 months pregnant. And they got her so bad. They like, "What you doing here? Go sit down." This shit that she got to split up to yay high. Then they're like, "There you advertising." But they said, "What you doing in here anyway?" She said, "I'm looking for my baby daddy."
Oh no, she didn't.
Yes, she did, and they roasted her to no end.
Oh, okay. Well, she kind of had it coming to me.
No, she asked for that one.
Yeah, she asked for that one.
I gotta find that clip. I was dying laughing that whole clip.
Oh my God!
I'm like, they comedians.
Now see when you talk about him as a comedian, he's legitimately funny. I mean, he ignorant as hell, but I mean, he is funny. But when you say a comedian, you say him versus Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is not funny.
Who for you? DC Young Fly.
Well, DC Young Fly, he off the chain too. But
this
guy right here, the Dr. Fite just played. He's funny.
He's funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the other one that where he does it again, but actually the woman is in the comments.
I'm quite trying to find a video.
But y'all be asking for stuff. Y'all go to comedy show. That was like, remember the Kings of Comedy?
Yeah.
And Steve was messing with the one Boogie. Because Boogie was sitting for, but he asked, he said, Boogie, what you do? He said, computer school. Steve said, computer school.
He said, Boogie done nothing about you. Say computer nor school.
See, that was legitimately funny. Those are legit jokes.
And then Steve said, Boogie, you think you could kick my you know what, don't you? He said, don't forget I'm from the projects. You gonna try I act project-ish. Oh no. But anyway, Kings of Comedy was hilarious.
I mean, to me, those are legitimate, real life comedians. They have, but like some of them. Now that one, Dr. I'm gonna have to follow him because he's funny.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, but sometimes, at some point, somebody gonna whoop his ass though. I mean, really, because he go a little too far. So at some point, he gonna get his ass whooped.
Well, you think about comedians, like comedians, they're not funny. When you think about like the Bernie Macs.
Yeah, no. Because now they're trying to be so
political.
Yeah, so politically correct that they lose their edge.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Well, if Eddie Murphy ever did comedy again, I can tell you Eddie Murphy is not going to be politically correct. That's it. That's why you got your head and you found what you're looking for now.
Cover.
I don't know that I found what I'm looking for more so than
because when Raw come on, I had to tell Burber go out the room. Can't watch it.
Yeah.
More so than I found another Mojo Brooks clip, but it's not the one that I'm looking for though. I don't know if I should share it with you or not.
Yeah, I think he's cool. I'm just saying
he gonna meet the wrong
person. Somebody don't bring everybody up on stage because that's really asking for because you're that close to me and you talking crap. Yeah, I might have one of blackout moments and knock the hell out of you. So it's not really good to ask people to go up on stage. Okay. Okay. This what's his name? Boogie.
Come in. Forever. Let me talk to him because he got the real answers. What's your name, gang? What's up, Slim? Yeah, nigga named Slim. You ain't been with him forever. Slim out here. What up, Slim? What up, bitches? How long has been your lady, Slim? 2 years. That ain't forever. Talking about 2 years. Where you meet at? Christian Mingle. Slim. He lied. Cause don't shit about him say Christian. This nigga fuck bitches wrong, put them on antibiotics. You know I ain't lying. You just got cleared up. What's up? You just had a baby? Congratulations. So this your baby daddy? Okay. All right. This your man that you had a baby with? Okay. She's 6 weeks? You just had her. 6 weeks? Oh, you back? How that last 6 weeks been? Slim, it's been hard? What? My man ain't had nothing in 6 weeks, right? Slim? The doctor told him y'all can't do nothing. The Slim said, who can't do nothing? I'm bullshitting, Slim. I'm playing. He wasn't doing that. Y'all give it up to them. They not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it.
I ain't know she was that tall. Okay, Angel Reese. She scared the shit out of me. She stood up. That shit crazy. Cause I'm talking to Slim. That's my friend. We do some of the same things. That nigga Slim got hoes. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Slim, look at me with a straight face and say you ain't got no hoes. Stop, my head hurts. Hello.
He said, "Stop, my head hurts." See, that's what I'm saying. Black folks, as black women, you can't really go there with us there like that because it's gonna turn into anger. So that's why I said.
That's why she stood
That's why I said, just leave me alone, and I can laugh at jokes, but just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I mean, just leave me alone. I can't do it. But good luck for anybody who going to a comedy show. I'm gonna sit in the back, and I'm gonna duck on out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there. But he's funny. But that's his thing. That he likes to like find somebody and he's zero in on them, and that's his act. I mean, it's a cool act, but I mean, I'm saying one day you're gonna get your ass whooped. I'm just preparing you one day, boo.
So my parents went to Vegas and they saw what's his name? George Wallace. On the Vegas Strip. And when I tell you, my dad told me, he said, man, we had such a blast. The only problem was when George Wallace came out there and saw my dad, he talked about him the whole night. Oh man, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. You know, he interacted with my dad. He was like, what you do for a living. My dad told him, and oh man, George just authentically just went in. Well, after his time, after the show or whatever, and he walked out, my parents were getting up. George's manager came out and they covered my parents' bill. And they got to go backstage, take pictures with George, and he gave them a comp in the hotel for a night stay since he was doing his Vegas tour. And at the hotel, he gave them a comp room that night and comp their meal and any drinks that they had or whatever. He paid for all of that, and they got to come take pictures with him. So the stuff we see on the scenes, the comedians kind of pick on the crowd, but some comedians in that instance, I know firsthand, they kind of tried to pay it forward, even though they made fun of you the whole night. They tried to at least have a nice gesture in some kind to really, just do something with good faith.
Well, good for your daddy. He got a thick skin, because George Wallace is ignorant as all get out. So the fact that he took it the whole time. Oh no, my hey, look, hat off half to your daddy, because he ignorant. George Wallace is off the chain. Yeah. He talk about everybody, you, your mama, if they lied, they dead, their grandmama, what was she a hoe, whatever come across his mind, he say it. So your dad was a good sport.
Hey, look, that was Red Fox.
Woo.
Cause Red Fox called him a whore.
Them whores. That was Red Fox, them whores. Yeah, so them old school off the chain. So good for your parents. That's all I'm gonna say. Good for them.
They ain't politically correct nowhere.
No, I'm glad they had a good time, but you still have to pay me damn a room. You have to give me. I was part of your material. You need to pay me. Oh, okay. Oh, that was
fine. This
for 10 minutes. What?
For 10 minutes. Oh. Okay.
Funny. Yeah, Mojo funny.
Yeah, he's funny, but I'm just waiting for somebody to say, somebody whooped his ass out this one himself. I'm just waiting because it's coming. Now maybe I know he probably got a bodyguard or got protection, but you need something because you meddle entirely too much. You meddle entirely too much. Okay.
What you got?
So while Dr. Fite is finding that, before we get ready to wrap up, they had the New York Knicks had their parade and Thursday as well. So again, we congratulate the Knicks. And some people are saying some will go to the White House. Anyway, they said the owner of the team accepted an invitation to the White House. Let's see how many of the players actually show up. I wouldn't go anywhere if I was them. But Whoopi Goldberg said she would go.
Nice.
Because she would let them know this is the people's house, not your house.
No.
I said, I don't want to be that in the close proximity to evil. So I wouldn't do that.
I'm like, close proximity to evil.
Yeah.
More importantly, my mouth, I'm not going to hold my tongue.
Right. I wouldn't put myself in that position.
And sit there while you want to perpetrate. No.
Yeah, right. And throw some Wendy's or some Big Macs or something.
Right.
Do keep that.
As they say, it's the off season. I'm headed to vacay. So peace out.
Okay, how long y'all been together?
Dr. Fite?
Mm-hmm.
Are you there? What?
I think I just found it, but I got it.
I think Dr. Fite trying to show us that video.
But yeah, congratulations to the New York Knicks.
Everybody had a wonderful time. I mean, the end of last week into the whole weekend, everybody was celebrating, having a great time. And it just goes to show how you can't put your differences aside and celebrate and have a wonderful time.
Man, all them celebrities that was in the parade,
they were everywhere. They were everywhere from Chicago to New York. They were everywhere.
I mean, you saw Spike Lee, Mariska Hargitay, Timothy Chalamet. I mean, Ben Stiller. I mean, they had fans everywhere. But Jimmy Kimmel, he summed it up for Trump on his show. He said, there were celebrations from Chicago to New York, and Trump wasn't a part of any of it, and nobody had to be bought to be there.
Yes, nobody had to be bought, right? Exactly. You didn't have to pay anybody to be there. Way to go, Jimmy Kimmel. I love you.
And Jimmy Kimmel is now, he always takes his summer break. So I think he's in reruns this week. And then next week he has guest hosts taking over. Rosie O'Donnell is going to take over for him. I got to watch Rosie.
Oh, damn. Rosie going to take over? Oh, she going to lay into something.
I got to watch it. I don't know which day I think she's doing a week. I got to watch it. Ooh. I think Tiffany Haddish going to host the week. Anthony Anderson. So he has people guest host. But I got to watch Rosie. Yeah. Because she going to give him the blues all week.
Certainly. All right, Dr. Fite, you got something else?
I do. I gotta share it though.
Look, the NBA draft is tomorrow.
No, the NBA draft. What?
Yeah, the NBA draft.
So wait. Before I saw something trendy. Well, what's called? Is they trading him?
Who?
The boy.
The Greek freak?
No. The football player, Sanders' son. Shador. I saw something that said he's in talks to be traded.
I doubt it.
I'm telling you, I just saw.
I haven't heard anything. I thought you were talking about Giannis. I'm the Google.
No. I'm talking about you. I saw it. I was like, I can ask Briana Dr. Fite about that.
I'm U.S. Marines. What's your name?
Dr. Fite,
are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Is this him again?
Hey, Travis, I'm Mojo. Who you with, Travis? Who is Stacy? That's your girlfriend. Okay, and how long y'all been together?
12 days.
Oh, this new. How new is it? 2 months. Okay. Happy birthday. Well, I want to help you out a little bit. So it's been 2 months. All right. She give you a little ass yet or not? No. I know you fucking lying. Oh, it's your birthday. You coming up off something tonight. Travis, what's the plans after this? You going home? With who? You been over there spending the night not getting none? She's going home with you. Okay. So you got your spend the night bag already? You gonna get one. Okay. So what's the plans? You gonna get my boy a little bit? He ready. Huh? He's ready?
When he's ready.
You ready, Travis? Travis, come here. Come here, Travis. Come here, Travis. Show your ass up here. Come here. Come around that way, Travis. Got me fucked up. I appreciate you coming out. Travis, you done brought her out on a nice date. You done brought her to see one of the hottest comedians in the country right now. So I'm gonna tell you right now. You did your motherfucking part, Travis, but right now you gotta seal the deal. You know what I need you to do? I want you to look her right in her eyes right now, and I want you to say, I want some of that pussy tonight.
Oh, no. Don't do it, Travis.
Oh my God. This is making you blood.
I want some of that pussy tonight.
Oh my God, why do y'all do it?
Y'all ain't doing it.
Drive it. Hey, Pittsburgh, I've been Mojo Brooks, man. Y'all been great, man.
Now here's the thing. The woman in the clip, Stacy, is in the comment section saying he got some that night.
Hey, everybody want to know if he got something that night.
Okay, you are glutton for punishment. Why? Because I was like, don't go up on that stage. Don't. Why would you take your ass up on that stage?
Hey,
ain't no way.
He wants some. The man been waiting 2 months to get some. He like, look, get up.
Oh, when they said, nope, they said, I ain't coming up there. Nope. And you know, he seemed to do it to the white fellas.
Cause he know they ain't gonna
Cause the brother like, I ain't coming up there. The brother like, if you're gonna talk crack to me, you're gonna talk crack to me right here where I'm sitting. I'm not coming up on that stage.
Like Slim said right
there.
Yeah,
he said right there in that seat. I ain't coming up there. But so stop going up to white people. Cause he crazy. Mojo is crazy. He crazy. That's why would you go up there if he told you go? If you went and saw him, would you go up on that stage? Yeah, Dr. Five was like, I ain't going up there. Exactly. Okay, I'm telling y'all white people, y'all stop going up on that stage when you call you up there because y'all get embarrassed. I wouldn't do it either. Nope. And if that's your man, you like, don't go up there, sit down. Don't you get up. Don't you get up.
I put them in the woods and they won't get wet.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Y'all want to wrap up sports so we can, I know you all don't have much, but let's wrap up sports and get on up out here for the evening. It's been a great show.
All right. Well, let me say this. My Tar Heels are playing for the College World Series in baseball.
Oh, they still in. Okay.
And well, tonight's the deciding game.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to pull the game up now. We're losing the bottom of the 3-0. But this is for all the marbles. It's tied 1-1.
Okay.
This is it. We got runners in scoring position. Stride. And we have been trying to get a national championship in baseball and have gotten close. We've been to the World Series. This is our second time in 3 years. And that it just has eluded us.
So do you feel like this is the moment? Do you feel like it's gonna happen for you?
Oklahoma's a good team. Can't take nothing from them. They got hot at the right time. They lost yesterday for the first time in the World Series. So it's the best 2 out of 3, and they're tied 1-1.
Okay.
And they have a good team. And baseball is when you get hot. So it's you can get runs early in the first, second, third inning, and next thing you know, the other team bats get hot in 6, 7, and 8, and then you lose. So baseball is one of those games where just because you got a lead right now, I mean, you keep the lead. So up the middle, we just got our first run. Yep. So it's 3-1 now.
Now look at his key.
Like I said, this is a game of runs. And let me say this. I was watching the New York Knicks parade, right? And the owner said that in game number 4, the commentators or the betting world gave the Knicks a 99.6 chance to lose against the Spurs in game number 4. I mean, as we know, it's the greatest comeback in NBA.
Yeah, right.
I mean, down as much as 29 points in the third quarter to come back and win the game with a OG Anunoby tip.
with what 1 point some odd seconds left in the game.
1.2.
Going to be known as probably the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history at a bare minimum. And so we he said something that I just want to it just keeps replaying in my head. He said they gave us a 0.4% chance to win. And he broke down that 0.4% chance. Oh my goodness. It was so well broken down. It seems like
think about it. When I last saw that score, because I started watching the game, it was 81-52.
Yeah, because I can't believe I saw the Knicks one. She was like, "What?" Because she ain't gonna be. I said, "Yeah, they won."
I just knew. I'm like, no, I didn't. I look up the highlights. I'm like, what? Crazy.
But that's why it was their time. It was their destiny to
They were
win.
a team of destiny.
Yep,
That's what everybody said.
Yep, it was their time. Yep.
Because to come back from that, and everybody's like, "Oh, San Antonio gonna bounce back in Game 5." No, they not. That was a wrap.
If Stumpy hadn't shown up in a Game 3, it would have been a sweep. Right, it would have been a sweep. That's what I said. It would have been a sweep.
Never mind.
Don't digress.
It was just a beautiful weekend. The Senators don't let me just shut it up.
If you haven't seen it, here it is.
Allow me, I want to travel back in time 8 days. Game 4. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 20. The analytics guys, the sports betting companies, the pundits who watch from far away, they do what they do. They run the numbers. They calculate the odds. They write the Knicks off. They give the Spurs a 99.6% chance of winning the game. A 99.6% chance of tying up the series 2-2, of reclaiming the momentum with the next game in San Antonio. A 99.6% chance of silencing the Garden, of another year of watching and waiting. But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, "Go get the tape." It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that McCall Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win. Standing here before what feels like the entire city, there is a Jalen Brunson quote I can't stop thinking about. I'm going to tell you. You are allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you got to go out there and do something about it. When Jalen Brunson took that pay cut, my friends, that was doing something about it. Time after time, we thought about the worst possible scenario. And time after time, the Knicks went out there and did something about it. The Knicks did not just win for New York City. They won like New York City.
Dr. Fite is so proud of his New York Knicks.
I love Mondama.
Hey, it's sitting at 0.4%. Let me tell you something. I'm preaching that. You hear me? You hear me? That's a word. That is a word.
He said, in that
4%, we go to work.
We go to work.
In that 0.4%.
That 0.4%, we go to work.
I'm preaching it. It's in that 0.4%. That's where winning happens. Breakthrough, change, deliverance. When you only got 0.4%, your back is up against the wall. You look to the hills from which cometh your help. Yeah, because all of my help, and I do me all, ALL, comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. You got to know what he can do with that 0.4%.
Amen.
All right, you guys. Well, congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to the Obamas. It's been a beautiful show. It's still Black Music Month. You know, we gave you all some
beautiful show of Black excellence.
There you go. Say that one more time. It's been a beautiful show of Black excellence this evening.
I'm gonna pray for that now.
And we're gonna pray that Black excellence continues, because we are officially now in summer. It's officially the summer season.
Yes,
so everybody,
the 90s is coming soon.
Man, we had the 90s around here with a week ago. It was hot as fish grease, I like to say. It was hot. But it's making an appearance back. We want you guys to be safe throughout the summer. Make sure you keep tuning in. We don't go on break until August. So we're coming back with new shows, but it has been a great week thus far from last week, ushering on into the new week. Dr. Fite, thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you for introducing me to a new comedian, because now I'm going to have to follow this fool.
Dr. Fite, where is Giannis going?
Miami.
Okay. I just thought I had to ask.
Yeah, he's going to Miami.
Who was he playing with before?
Milwaukee. He brought them a title, and he been trying to be nice. Dude, just say you want to be traded, so they're trying to get a trade done before tomorrow's draft.
But why Miami?
That's his option. He had either Boston or he had the Miami Heat.
Oh, he want to get out the cold.
That I don't blame him. So
he wants to get out the cold.
Okay. But yeah, so got the draft. Dr. Fite, who you got going number one in the draft tomorrow night?
I don't know. I don't really care.
He don't care until he see them start to play and what they should have done. All right, you guys. That's it for us for Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure you guys tune in to KELM 101.9. Our station is now a tracking station. If you guys have not heard the latest song, DDG. That's why, have you heard our latest the song DDG?
Yeah, you sent it to us.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Run it to you. Okay. What you thought? What you think about it?
Nice song.
That's not a Raven endorsement.
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking. I gotta try to fix my watch. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. But excellent work. Let's keep it up, team.
I love that. Thank you, Dr. Fite. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's get out of here. Dr. Fite, go fix your watch or whatever it is you're doing.
I'm about to.
But he got to you want your watch to work. I got the 20. What is it? The new Sys 27 upgrade, the Beta 27. So.
All right, don't rub it in.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I know certain people that get me things. Don't be mad.
All right, no certain people.
Okay. All right, you guys. That's what I said. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. Thank you guys on TikTok. Thank you guys on Facebook. Make sure you like and share and go to KELM 101.9. Make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you guys get Brave Magazine. Go to the store. That's right. Go to Brave Magazine and go to the store and shop Ell B Media products. You guys can find a quote for Dr. Fite, for Briana. We all have our own something that we like to say. So you guys go to the store and check it out. Just go to llbmedia.com and click the store, and you can find everything you need. And make sure you go to DD. You stream the song DDG. It's by Brian B. Wilson. The son of Ronnie Wilson from the Gap Band. So go to take DDG is a good song. It's a great song. All right, you guys. Peace out.